This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's win.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Here we go.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the 29, Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check 99.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. it goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, twisting away. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, refusing to go down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Prescott. Bout.
A gain of 14. And a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Slide in. 58 to Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
That's it, baby.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Watch the run.
Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Now Mariota going to throw right side here, complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheer.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Myers for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. they're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Cooper's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Prescott now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And Brate has it over the middle.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yardage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the Battle of the Sea? He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Indianapolis Colts who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Let's go,
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From just shy of midfield, Mariota, it's Hill, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks defense working their way back out onto the field. Their coordinator has to like what he has seen so far. And you, as a former defensive guy, you have to like what you've seen from this crew.
The way that they're playing this half, whether it was adjustments, changes, or just simply picking up the pace and playing to their potential, it is fun to see when a defense has an offense in check.
They've got him in check so far here. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Prescott now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he cuts it back right. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Forbath able to convert the extra point. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
To throw Mariota, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Quentin Jefferson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Just 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing here, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mario